I fought with Floyd Mayweather. And I'm about to tell you the story. It's crazy. And I told y'all I was going to tell y'all the story, so here it is. A lot of people don't know Floyd Mayweather had a record label back in the day called Filthy Rich Records. Okay, I got signed to that label. He signed me. I was one of the rappers on that label. Okay, so go back now. At that time, he flies me out to Vegas, picks me up in a yellow Hummer. I remember it like it was yesterday. PM every day. Floyd would have everybody picked up from wherever they was, take everybody shopping, buy new clothes, for us to wear that, everybody to wear that night, to kick it, to go to 4, 5, 6 clubs. So we go to Mandalay Bay. Floyd in the front. As they getting off, I'm just waiting, everybody getting off. By the time I come off, full melee going on. I'm talking about all type of people fighting. I'm seeing Floyd jumped. I saw one of them big ashtray type things they have in the club where it's like a big, I can't even explain it, but it's big. I saw one of those go flying. Floyd had threw it. And I saw Floyd just giving it. So now, as I'm seeing the melee, I'm getting pushed back into the elevator. Boom, we in the elevator. So at this time, somehow one of the dudes had squirmed and got in the elevator. So when I got pushed in the elevator, Floyd ran up, and as he got to the elevator, somebody held him, and he was like, "Flo, that's him." So y'all, I'm just a little dude from Cleveland. Floyd Mayweather pointed him out. I hit him, and I can't get in trouble because this hit him with 1,000 elbows. That's the only thing I could think of doing was 1,000 elbows. I ain't had time for nothing else, but it worked, and so we got up out of there. Now at this point, mind you, we in Vegas now. When we walk out, I got the button-ups on. This at the time, we had fresh button-ups. I had a white button-up on. I got blood all over my button-up. So y'all know that famous video where Tupac, when he was walking through Casino, him and Suge, and he had that like Versace shirt on or something, that famous? That's all I could think about as I was doing it. Like at this mode, now I'm just in young, thinking stupid mode, but I'm feeling like I'm on top of the world because I'm like, me and the champ just beat up some people, defended our territory. But then now I'm thinking like, now the Cleveland and me coming out, because I'm not used to even being around, like doing nothing at this high level. Like, I'm like, oh, we about to get in trouble. I'm about to say Floyd about to go crazy. And y'all, he had lost $500,000 bracelet. Now at this point, his whole collection was like 1 or 2 million. Now his jewelry, hundreds of millions. So he had about $1 million something worth of jewelry. He lost $500,000 bracelet, that one big one baby used to wear back in the day. I'm thinking Floyd about to go crazy about that. Then the whole fight was behind a stripper that had nothing to do with Floyd. It was somebody else in the camp who was dating a stripper, and they got into it with somebody. That's how the whole fight started. I'm thinking so I'm thinking, oh, this shit about to go all bad. We get to Floyd crib. And then they tell everybody get in the vans. I'm like, what's going on? Why we all got to get in the vans? It's 5 a.m. I know all that happened. I'm thinking like, oh, is it we going home or what? Or sending niggas back to Cleveland or what? Or back to wherever they from? So Floyd, next thing I know, Floyd come jogging out, y'all. Floyd jogged. Just a workout jog for about 20 miles while we just trailing them in the van. He ain't say nothing about nothing. And I was like, oh, this dude different. This was before he fought De La Hoya. This was back in 2004. I knew he was different then because I'm like, he ended up getting his jewelry back. We never got in trouble, I guess, because Floyd's name was big. They never even told nobody it happened. Floyd never talked about it to this day. But it was crazy. But the crazy part is, the producer that got flown out, Floyd flew him back, like sent him back home, and didn't pay him and didn't do nothing because he didn't fight. He was the only one out of everybody that didn't fight. So Floyd made him go home. And so after the first little week, a couple weeks or whatever of partying, Floyd told me He was gonna give me my own place, a car, and some money. That was my signing for being on the record label. Okay, that was when I was first told. But then we got the party, a couple weeks would pass. Now during those couple weeks, I was staying in the Bellagio. I'm calling my mom. I don't know if you know about the Bellagio, like the most expensive hotel, especially at this time in Vegas. So I'm staying in Bellagio, clothes, but he gave me no money in my pocket. I mean, a little money, but not no real money. And now I have my place or my car yet. I'm like, okay. Because, that's supposed to be my sign. I don't know, one day, after them couple weeks, he woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Now, mind you, at this time, Floyd got some money. He ain't Floyd Money Mayweather. He a millionaire, though, at this point. They tried to... Floyd had his cousin or somebody pick me up from the Bellagio. And now the Bellagio is top-notch hotel. Now, I'm in Vegas. I'm from Cleveland. I'm a young cat. I'm a kid. Take me from Bellagio to like what you call those, like the stay paid in or like motel, extended stay, where all the hookers, drug dealers, murderers, killers, unalivers be at. He trying to drop me off there and tell me that's where I had to stay. I'm like, hold on. Now I'm thinking I could struggle at home. I'm from Cleveland. I'm about to be out here in Vegas and it's dangerous. Where I don't know nothing about Vegas, staying with drugs. And I'm thinking like, why is you trying to make me stay there? Like, you got plenty of money. I'm supposed to have my own spot and a car and all this at this point anyway. That was the deal on the contract. So I told him, when he dropped me off over there, I told him drop me off it was a casino across the street called the Orleans. I told him drop me off there because I got a room over there. But I didn't. So I had him drop me off there. And I called my boy back home who had to hook up on the Marriott half off. So I'm like, bro, I need your half off thing. I want you to stay at the Marriott while we figure out, because now I'm tripping. I'm like, why is he trying to do that? And second of all, I'm like, whatever. So the next day they come to pick me up. They think I'm on the extended stay. I'm like, no, I ain't stay there. He paid for it, everything, I guess. I'm like, no, I ain't stay there. They like, he stayed at the Marriott. So he said, okay. So about a couple days go past. He ain't saying nothing. I'm like, what's up with my spot? Floyd ain't saying nothing. So it's getting kind of tense around. Like everybody know I ain't staying where he asked me to stay. And I'm out there pressure. I was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay at the Marriott. I was at the Marriott like 5 days. And that's all the money I had left. So I was like really about to be ass out. But I was about to go back home. Cause I was like, man, if he think we gonna be just doing me any kind of way out here, hell no, I'm going back home. They picked me up on that last day I was about to leave. They didn't know I was about to leave. It just so happened to be on the last day. Floyd had his assistant, Jack, pick me up and take me to get my place. I just got my place. Life looking up, because I was broke, pushing my music, got signed with Floyd, and this is going on. And then immediately, my mom had a horrific, we in the burn unit. She got burned and had a horrific fire. She was in a fire, she was cooking. Stove caught on fire, her whole apartment caught on fire. She barely crawled out alive. That's where we at right now. So now I'm in Vegas. I'm a signed rapper with Floyd. I'm only like 22, 23, somewhere in there. Gotta take care of my mom. I'm at the burn unit every day in Las Vegas. And during the day I'm there, and during the night I'm in the studio with Floyd Mayweather. It was it was the craziest time ever. I'm like, the emotions was crazy. I'm talking about my mom got third-degree crazy burns from her head to her toe. And because she had just moved out there, transfer from her job or whatever, she'd have had insurance in place. So we having to run game on the hospital. My mom laying there halfway, can't even talk. That burn unit went on for months. So now we back to Floyd in the studio. Now, there was a guy named Jack. Now, Jack was like, he had been in jail. He'd been in penitentiary, one of them type of guys. He was like the leader of all the minions. So like, it was like 10 dudes that all stayed in one condo that Floyd had out there from Grand Rapids, Michigan, where Floyd from, and they was from Chicago, different places. They was just like the hang along roadie guys or whatever. Jack was the leader. Now Jack would always try to, his job was, I could see, was to instill fear in anybody that came. So when I came out there, he always told me all these stories about, for example, he told me a story about an artist named Earl Hayes, who was Floyd's rap artist before I came. And basically he said, like, Floyd, one time him and Floyd got into it, and he didn't listen to Floyd, or Floyd told him to do something, he didn't do it. Now this Jack words, Jack said that Floyd had guys take him out to the desert out there in Vegas and threaten him and get him to act right. So, but he told me that story, but at the end of the day, I still was thinking like, bruh, I'm gonna do what I want, do what I think is right, and I ain't gonna do what I don't think is right. I don't care how many stories you tell me. But anyway, so they had this rule. I found out. Now this is just to give you some context of what this was. Now apparently it was a rule that you weren't allowed to eat unless Floyd was eating. So I didn't know about this rule. I just kind of rolled with the punches because I'm new. I'm getting acclimated to what's going on. So this particular day, we ride around. We ride, shopping, whatever. Floyd have a chick with him, and we just tag along. I'm the rapper. I'm there for rapping. He signed me because I had buzz. He got my music out in Michigan. I'm from Ohio. My mixtapes I got out there, blah, blah, blah. Rest of the guys, they there, most of them to carry bags and do this and do that. So this particular day, I had just came, I was with my mom all day at the hospital. So I didn't get a chance to eat like all day. Maybe got with Floyd about 4 p.m. Now I ain't ate all day. So then we supposed to be going to eat. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'm hungry, whatever. So we at a mall in Vegas. Now it's about 5, 6 o'clock. We ain't ate still. We were supposed to eat. Still ain't eat. I'm like, man, I'm hungry. So when we get to that mall, I'm like, I told Jack and them, I said, man, I'm about to give me something to eat. Cause Floyd was somewhere shopping in one of the department stores, and we was just in the mall, waiting on him, whatever. He was like, man, everybody looked at me when I said I was going to get something to eat. I was going to the food court because I was like, oh, we close to a food court. Everybody looked at me like, oh, Champ gonna be mad. And Champ is what everybody call Floyd. I'm like, you gonna be mad? I'm thinking they playing. So I go to the food court, get me something to eat. Like I said, I'm starving. When I met back up with Floyd and them, do y'all know everybody was looking at me like they seen a ghost because I had got me some food. And then Floyd wasn't talking to me for whatever reason at that, like then. Like, he was kind of hitting me with the like lightweight ignore game. But, I mean, we both was ignoring because I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm eating when I'm hungry. Y'all niggas is crazy. But that's how the vibe was. Like, Floyd, them dudes you had to do with Floyd, you had to go live by his rules, period. But see, the difference was them guys didn't have nothing. I was out there for my talent. So I always was like, look, I'll do what I'm gonna do for to a certain extent. But other than that, so then later on that day, Floyd like flipped the switch and was like, we had to like flip the switch and was like, we at the studio, and they still talking about that like later on that night. And Floyd told me like, hey, look, he was hungry. You know, he got something to eat. And to this day, I still think Floyd, it was really a thing, y'all. Like, it was a big deal because I went and got me something to eat. And I felt like that it was manipulation. So let's go back to Earl Hayes. Now, a lot of people said Earl Hayes ended up, that was the rapper that Floyd had. That Floyd used to tease people all the time, make jokes and this and that. So he made jokes about Earl Hayes' unfaithful wife and got Earl Hayes so mad and put so much batteries in his back that Earl Hayes ended up unaliving his wife and himself on FaceTime while he was on there with Floyd. I met and knew Earl Hayes before all this happened. He was a regular dude, so I thought it was strange. They got Floyd. They got Floyd. We thought Floyd was dead. Now, this is my time in Vegas when I was with Floyd Mayweather. They got Floyd. They got Floyd. We thought Floyd was dead. Now, this is my time in Vegas. Now, we didn't know so many people didn't like Floyd in Vegas when we got there. You know, like we thinking everybody liked Floyd, you know, whatever. Find out a lot of people didn't. One of those people was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said something crazy one day, like to Floyd, about Floyd, saying like he was going to F him in the A when he see him, or he just didn't like Floyd. Now, this is back in 04 type era. So every time we would see Mike Tyson, now mind you, this is the only dude I come to find out I think Floyd was actually scared of. Mike Tyson was crazy. So Mike Tyson would always be at this barbershop in Las Vegas. And every time we used to go there to get our hair cut, when Mike was there, we would pull up. Floyd had the same thing he would always say. We pull up, we see Mike Tyson's car. I think Mike Tyson had like a Rolls Royce or something at this time. We see his car. Floyd look at the crew and say, y'all got the guns? And be like, yeah. Every time we had to have, whether Mike had one or not, we had to make sure we had one. This particular day, we were headed to LA to drive. So we think we about to go to LA, but we make a stop. Before we leave Vegas, we go to Spearmint Rhino. And why did we do that? This is when it all went down. We get to Spearmint Rhino. Me, Rook, and the rest of the crew in the car, and Floyd goes inside of Spearmint Rhino, which is a strip club, with Jackie Ray to go see a chick. Now we in the car, we sleep. All of a sudden, I don't know how long they were in there. They don't seem like they were in there 2 minutes. We hear. We like, wake up. Jackie Ray open the door like, y'all, they got him. They got him. We like, they got who? Who they got? Just because Jackie is always hyper. You know, I told you Jackie Ray is a man. He was Floyd's toxic penitentiary assistant who was all over the place. But he would go crazy about a ham sandwich. Like, he'd be making Floyd a ham sandwich. He had to make it at 4 a.m. Floyd, wake him up. I need a sandwich. He had the refrigerator. Where the ham? Where the cheese? And we used to be like, Jackie, there go the ham. There go the cheese. Like, relax. So we not knowing. He like, they got Floyd. We like, what happened? Who got Floyd? Marley Marl. He said Marley Marl hit Floyd in the head with a champagne glass or bottle or something. So Rook say, hey, pull me around to the back so he can go in. He said Marley Marl hit Floyd in the head with a champagne glass or bottle or something. So Rook say, hey, pull me around to the back so he can go in there and get Floyd. So we pull around to the back. Rook hops right out the van with all the pew-pews in his hand. The police happen to be right there. They said, hold up, bro. Take whatever you got and get back in the car, man. Don't do that. Because they could have just took him to jail. He jumped right out in front of them. We ain't know. Everybody just tripping. Rook like, hell no, I got to get Champ out of there. He talking about Floyd, get Floyd out of there. So we worked with them to get Floyd up out of there. Now we hitting it from Vegas to LA. We hitting the road. We in Phantoms or Ghosts, Maybachs, Ferraris, whatever. Normally it's a 3.5 hour trip from Vegas to LA. This particular day we did it in about 20 minutes, it felt like. We get to LA, we check into the hotel, I think it's the Mondrian on Sunset. It's an all-white hotel in LA. That's where we always stay. But normally Floyd would drop us off there. He had a condo. He would go to the condo with his chick or whatever. But on this particular time, after we got our rooms, they're like, Champ said we come to the condo. And I'm like, why are we going to the condo? That's when I find out, they say, somebody just put $1 million on Floyd's head. Marley Marl, the dude we just got into it with, Experiment Rhino. And Marley Marl, like I said, he got money. He was caught up in some type of trafficking. He got mansions in Vegas. He got wolves in his house. You go in his house, there's monkeys crawling all over you, crazy dude, whatever. I know him at this time though. I'm like, what? So now Floyd won't, because he got the money on his hand, Floyd trying to figure out he want all of us stay around. So now we all 50 deep going to his 1-bedroom apartment in Beverly Hills. You know, if you know about Beverly Hills, it's kind of small. You know, all this place is small. So we in there 100 deep. Floyd, Beverly Hills is kind of small. You know, all this place is small. So we in there 100 deep. Floyd being extra quiet, but he making calls. Like, everything is serious. Everybody, it's one of them situations where if you there, you kind of feel like an outsider because everybody talking and whispering and this and that. You like, what the hell going on? So me, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, let me go downstairs, catch a break. I go downstairs. I'm in a parking garage. Then I see this, like, I think it's a purple Porsche truck. Don't quote me, but that's what I remember. So I see the purple Porsche truck. I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, you know, I'm tripping. I'm like, is this them? But now they so close, I can't run. And I ain't about to run. So I'm like, okay, let me just see. Pulls up, boom. Window go down. I'm like, I'm dead, y'all. It's Baron Davis. He like, what's up, Flo? I'm like, Flo, how you know me? What's up, B? He said, y'all know Floyd. He told me, show me your music. He told me y'all here. I said, oh, shoot. He said, hop in. I hop. Baron Davis. Now, this one, he already playing. He's still playing basketball. I'm like, this is Baron Davis. He lights up a Snoop Dogg and passed it to me. I hit it like I ain't never hit it before because it was Baron Davis, my Cleveland small town ass. I ain't used to all this. I just seen this dude dunk on my Cavaliers just not too long ago. So I'm hitting it, we smoking, we talking about my music and this and that. Man, Baron Davis, cool as hell. And I'm all the whole time, all I'm thinking is, I can't wait to tell everybody I'm smoking weed with Baron Davis. You know what I'm saying? So we was in that car for about 30, 45 minutes talking. So I get out. He said he gonna come up and mess with us. Now, y'all, I'm out the car. Now I'm back nervous again because I done smoked and I don't know what's going on. Go upstairs to Floyd condo. It's hundreds of niggas in there now. And everybody got like 3 or 4 pew-pews. And we go upstairs to Floyd condo. It's hundreds of niggas in there now. And everybody got like 3 or 4 pew-pews. And we in there like sardines. So when I come in, I'm sliding through. All I feel down my waist is Negroes, pew-pews, and all type of stuff. And I'm getting introduced to new guys. Everybody got Dracos and stuff. He's like, this C-ball, this B-ball, this Osei. Hey, what up, Jay? Everybody got nicknames. And they say it's about to go down, Floyd pissed. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm going to leave it there. From here, I'm going to tell you how it played out with all these new guys with pew-pews. We in LA. And we ended up shooting, and then it turned into lights, camera, action. They put $1 million on Floyd Mayweather's head, and we was on the run. This is how I survived. Mayweather and Las Vegas. Now, if you saw the other ones, you know right now, we are in Beverly Hills. I am a rapper on Floyd Mayweather's label. Came from a small town in Cleveland. Got to Las Vegas with the champ, Floyd Mayweather. I've been in abroad. I'm fought with Floyd. I done been in major beefs, shootouts, all kind of stuff. And here we go right now. Now we are in Beverly Hills at Floyd's condo, 100 deep. We just found out that the Marley Marl incident, that all this money on head and stuff is all about, was over a woman that Floyd was talking to in Spearmint Rhino that we visited in Vegas before we came to LA. Come to find out, that chick was somebody that Marley Marl messed with ended up being the baby mama, so they were serious. So me and Jack had to make a run. Y'all remember I told you Jack is Floyd's toxic penitentiary assistant. So Jack say, hey man, I said, man, this is crazy, Jack. I said, I've been in more beef here in these few months than I've been in my whole life. He said, man, that ain't nothing. Then he gets to telling me this crazy story that happened right before I got there. Y'all all know Leonard Ellerby. That's Floyd's manager, trainer. He been with him since back in the day. He got the bald head. Well, okay, Jay Prince was originally the one who managed Floyd. Probably 2003. Floyd wanted to get out of his contract, and Jay Prince wouldn't let him out of his contract without paying him $1 million or whatever. I don't know the exact terms. Jack told me that Jay Prince had been trying to get in contact with Floyd, and Floyd was ignoring him and this and that. So look what they did. At one time, Floyd was working out in the gym. Everybody was in the gym. How everybody be when Floyd training, everybody there, the whole crew. He said Floyd was training, and Jay Prince came and his crew came in there, locked the doors, and held and grabbed Leonard, the right-hand man, and pummeled him to, it was not just pummel. You know what that means. I don't know if TikTok let me even go into detail. Right in front of Floyd. And everybody was there. Everybody just stood around. And Jay Prince told Floyd, he gonna be next if you don't pay me my money if you want to get out this contract.